Hello, fiber friends. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. We are going to go over a whole bunch of stuff today because you all keep asking me questions in the comments and I love it. So I want to address a couple things, and I have some things I finished. I did dye the stuff I wanted to dye. So we'll take a look at that, and then also a few other things. Anyway, I guess we should just go ahead and get started with our fiber blessing. I don't remember what I wrote for this one. I wrote it a few days ago. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one I remember now. I like this one. May your creativity be a candle to light your way through the stress of life. That's a good one. We all need that. We all need that. So let's have that. Let's let our creativity be our de-stress. Let it light the way. Or maybe let it compel us to start a new project. I'm going to start with Handmade today, and then we're going to move to the Advent boxes, and we'll unbox those after I talk about a couple things. Here's the first thing I got done yesterday. It is my, it's not my recipe. It's like the favorite recipe. It is cranberry pepper jelly. And I did a double batch, and so there's a whole bunch of these jars, and I need to dress them up a little bit, and then Mark can hand them out at work and I can give them to friends and stuff. It is spicy, but it's delicious. So I don't know if any of you have ever tried pepper jelly. The absolute most amazing way to eat this jelly is on a piece of cornbread with a little bit of cream cheese and a dab of jalapeno cranberry pepper jelly. I keep changing the name every time I say it. It's delicious. It's good on crackers too, though, like just cracker cream cheese jelly. But just, you have to make sure, we like spicy food in this house. Like, we like spicy food. Like, my oldest will go to this hot sauce place where you have to show your ID to say that you're 18 to get the spiciest of all the hot sauces that they have. Because like if you tried to prank someone and like put the whole bottle in their food or something, being foolish with that, you could like really seriously harm someone. It's like, I don't remember, it's like millions and billions of Scoville. When we have it in the house, it sits in a like double bagged in the fridge. It's spicy. It's like one drop will do it for the entire pot of chili. So we like spicy in this house. I can't handle it that spicy, but I do like spicy. So anyway, that's the kind of thing, like if you have people that don't like the heat in their mouth, they should be warned. It is little. I put extra jalapenos in it because I was gonna put some serranos in there. I know that's good too. One year we grew habaneros in our garden, and I did habanero jelly. That was delicious with the cranberries. It was so good. Do you have any canning recipes that are like your go-to holiday gifting thing? I would love to know. And if you're interested in the recipe I use, I don't know, it's pretty common if you just look up jalapeno cranberry jelly. I think it's supposed to be cranberry jalapeno jelly, but I put more jalapenos than cranberries. You can't tell because I strain it out, but it's delicious. So what else are we up to? I wanted to answer a couple questions. I keep getting questions about my hair, which is still kind of a little damp, but I don't know. I am not a beauty YouTuber, so this is not a regular thing. If you're not into beauty, I don't know, skip forward 30 seconds or whatever. So my hair is professionally done. I save up my money to go get it done, and then I maintain it after that, and then I go back when I need to like move the color up. My hair is so dark, it has to be bleached for the purple to go in my hair. So the purple I have right now is professional purple. If you are into dyeing things, this actually might be a little bit interesting. I have seriously considered putting purple in my hair, like wool dye. I have been strongly advised not to by my hairstylist. So the thing about human hair is that it grows and we want to keep touching it up. And so if we want the roots to keep getting matched to what we have down here, then I can't go and do anything weird with like acid dyes. And also the other thing that is not hairstylist approved is to use like the over-the-counter stuff at like the drugstore that you can get in the hair dye box, the box dye section. So there is some more permanent stuff in those that is more like textile dye rather than like a human hair dye. And I don't know all the chemical specifics of it, but I do know there's a difference. And so there's some stuff that will permanently deposit in your hair, and then to match with like the hair salon stuff, it'll never match because they can't like take that out and they don't have the tools to put that in. So then you're just, every time you get it touched up, you're gonna have like a different demarcation line or something. So I know there are things that can strip color out of your hair, and there's different things that can be done, but like it's really harsh on your hair. So I just go by what my fabulous hairstylist Kaylee tells me to do. I trust her implicitly. She's awesome. Most people would go every 4 to 6 weeks. I go every 8 weeks. And if I need it, she can move the color up a little bit so that it colors the roots. And then in between, once this starts to fade out, because it won't last a full 8 weeks, I'll have blonde again in the sections that used to be purple. So then I touch it up and I use Overtone. Is it semi-permanent? Yeah, it's semi-permanent conditioner. And so it's not harsh on the hair and it doesn't mess up the chemical, official, professional hair dye stuff that Kaylee needs to do when I get my hair touched up. So I hope that answers everyone's purple questions. Speaking of dye, I did dye my clothes. I did it. Are you ready for this? I'm just really obsessed with purple. If I could, like, if there was some sort of genetic experiment being done to see if people could just naturally grow purple hair, sign me up. I'm already there. All right. So I did do RIT dye. I weighed my clothes and I realized I needed another bottle of RIT to do the full batch. One bottle does 2 pounds. I also wanted to get the color fixative. So there's people online, if you look, who have done things with RIT who say it's great, it's fantastic, it lasts forever. And then there are other people who say it washes out, it fades, it's terrible. And I was like, you know, if I'm gonna get the full RIT experience, I should probably get the second bottle of color fixative. So I did all the things I'm supposed to do for linen. I pre-washed all my clothes. They were wet when I put them in the pot. I added a cup of salt to each pot and a teaspoon of dish detergent. And I stirred and stirred and stirred. I had it at the right temperature. And then after all of that was done, it was in for like, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes. After all that was done, and I rinsed them out while they were still wet, I went back into the pot with a bottle of color fixative. And then I did that, like stirring it around for 30 minutes. And then I rinsed it again and put them in the washer and dryer. And this is what I got, and I'm so excited. Look how purple it is. I'm just obsessed with purple. I know it's like, purple is your personality now. No, I just really like purple. It makes me happy, and I'm just doing things that make me happy right now. So this is formerly a white shirt and now purple shirt, and I really like how the color came out. I didn't press it, so the collar's a little wonky, but I do plan to do some embroidery on the collar right here. I think that would be really cute. Probably little flowers. Maybe I'll put a spindle in there on one side, maybe. I don't know yet. We will see. The other purple thing is the dress shirt. Shirt dress. Why am I saying things so weird today? I don't know. The shirt dress that I had, which is a shirt dress. I was really worried about this one for a couple reasons. One, because there's like 4 pockets on here, so there's a lot going on. And then there's also this like internal belt thing, so you can tie it, cinch the waist a little and tie it. So that's a lot going on, and I was a little concerned that it might be blotchy, and so I was lifting it up out of the water to make sure it wasn't getting like twisted in there in the pot. Because that's the other thing, if your clothes, because it's a shirt dress, so it's longer, and so if it gets twisted, then you can't get all the dye to penetrate into the twisted part. So I lifted it up a lot, but it did come out pretty even, and I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to just go nuts on this dress. I'm going to embroider on it. I'm going to put patches on it. It's just going to be wild, and I'm going to have fun with it. So I don't know when I'll get to it, but even if I don't, I can still wear it as it is. And I feel much more comfortable wearing a dress like this when it's purple with some tights or leggings than when it's just boring. I feel like I don't look as good in light colored clothes because I just sort of vanish. If you didn't notice, I am a very pale person. Sometimes when I'm bored, I watch the blood flow through my veins because my skin's like translucent. I'm serious, you can see my veins. Anyway, yeah, so here are the pants that were formerly pink, and these are with the eggplant color, and we can tell that the thread is synthetic and it didn't take the dye. I'm not mad about it. Like it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The pockets actually feel kind of cute to me, the way that they're outlined. I don't know about I mean, it's not even really actually a fly. It's just there to be decorative. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. And this also has little pockets down on the side, kind of like a little cargo pant thing happening. So it has the threads all over. So I think also I need to embroider this. I think I'm just going to go nuts and embroider everything. But I know you're waiting to see. Are you ready? My apron. I am really happy with this color. I didn't do purple. I was like, oh, I should do purple on this one. I didn't do purple. I need it to be a dark color for recording so that when I'm doing lighter yarn, I can have it actually show up against a dark background. And the purple was like too colorful, I felt, to have this apron be that specific purpose for, you know, not detracting from the color of whatever I might be spinning. I just need it to be a very almost neutral in that circumstance. I like how this turned out. It's like a dark pink, like truly a dark pink. And when I was rinsing it, it was pink that was in the water, like when the water wasn't full of color. It had residual color. And I really, really like how this one came out. So I'm very, very pleased with that whole experiment. So as you can tell, I spent like all day yesterday in the kitchen doing kitchen things. But I had a lot of fun. And while I was doing that, I was watching some YouTube videos, and I watched Mean Walden's most recent video. I love Yenta. She's amazing. She's great. She's fantastic. I had some times on YouTube where things got to me, comments and what have you, things got to me, and she was there for me, and she told me what I needed to hear at that time to get me through it. And it was just, you know, you need to have people you can talk to, and especially if you're doing YouTube, because it's just us and a camera. It can be kind of lonely, and it's easy to get in your own head about YouTube. And so it's really good to have other YouTubers to talk to, I feel. I don't know, maybe people don't like that. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a lady on the internet. Some lady on the internet. Anyway, her recent video was fantastic. She was doing some weaving and taking us through the whole process of her weaving and talking about how things weren't exactly the way she wanted them to be and how important it is to show up not not just authentically, but to show the struggles authentically. And I thought that was so important. She said she had an experience where she went to a crafting group and everybody was saying what they were working on, and she said she was frogging something she had messed up. And someone was there who was her friend and said, "Well, it's good to know even you have to frog." She was like, "Even me, I make mistakes too." And that really resonated with me because I am much more experienced as a spinner now than when I started my YouTube journey, because I've been on YouTube since 2018 and I was doing like Facebook stuff before that. So it's been a while that I've been on YouTube, and I've gotten to a point where it would be very easy for me to edit down to only the things working perfectly, the expert doing expert things, but that's not truth. I mess up stuff too. I drop stuff too. You know, when I am recording and I drop my spindle, I always try and leave that in the footage. And there's always people in the comments who are like, "Thank you for leaving that in. I needed to see that you drop your spindles too." And then everybody jokes, "That's why it's called a drop spindle." Um, you know, but like it's true, everybody does drop their spindle. It happens, even me. Um, and I think as a beginner, it's easier to learn if someone is demonstrating the mistakes that can happen, because then you can see the actual troubleshooting to get you through the learning part of it. And so I try to leave that stuff in as well. When I was weaving a band last June, that band right there, this one, I warped it on the ankle loom wrong and I had to undo it. And so I didn't cut all that footage, I left that in. I think it's really important to show those mistakes because people can learn from them, and that's what we're here to do, to learn from each other. We're just people, we're just YouTube people. But it also was amazing because yesterday I had talked about how the algorithm sort of shuttles everyone towards sameness. And the way to stand out on YouTube is to be yourself and to be a little weird and to do the stuff that isn't what everybody else is doing. Like, oh, this keyword is trending, so I'm gonna do, someone in the comments said, "That's why we had a billion ranunculus sweaters and everyone was knitting the ranunculus sweater." Uh, yeah, I mean, if you wanna jump on the trend and you like it, then do it, but make sure it's you doing it and not you doing it because YouTube suggested that as a topic you should do. See the difference? There's a subtle difference, but it is there. And, you know, staying weird, it's about being yourself in a way. Yeah, there's a little angle of nonconformity in there, but there's sort of a constant checking that I have to do to make sure that the stuff I'm covering is not, um, YouTube told me to do this, because it does. When you upload videos, there's a like, what is it? Ideas or suggestions. I never go there. I forget what it says. Um, Inspiration, I think it might say inspiration. And if you click on it, it shows you like what keywords are trending in your niche. It shows you what videos are popular among people who watch your video. None of it's personalized. To be clear, I don't see anybody's personal data, but like if everybody's watching the Mean Walden video, it's going to say people who watched your channel also watched that channel. And you all get that too, because it'll do that when it recommends different channels and stuff. So that is a good way to find your people. But it's also a good way for us on the back end to suddenly do all the same stuff, and that gets boring. So, yeah. And I was thinking also about, you know, making mistakes and not being perfect. That kind of also put me in another thought about with doing a handmade Christmas. I think that creators who are used to hand making things all the time have an important role to play in shifting things to be more handmade and less mass produced. Because I think if someone is trying to make gifts and they put an honest effort into it and they're a beginner, their work might show like a beginner. But that's okay. It should, if they're a beginner, it should be like a beginner. Like this mug I'm trying to work on that I have so many ideas to search through and research and everything. Thank you all for your help with that yesterday. Yeah, but like beginner stuff looks like beginner stuff. And I think especially like, how Yenta said she went in and her friend was like, even you make mistakes. So imagine that in a slightly different context, but the same sentiment where someone's giving a gift and there's a person there that they look up to in terms of crafting, a person there who, if they said they were frogging something, that person's going to be like, even you, um, what we say can encourage someone to continue with a craft, and what we say can absolutely crush someone. And I think if we want to move to a place that is more appreciative of people taking time to make something unique and individual, not to fluff people up when it's not warranted or when they can tell you're just, oh, you're being nice and it's kind of condescending, Um, but to give genuine praise where genuine praise is due and to hold back criticism unless it's specifically asked for, but to be encouraging in honest ways. And I think that's really important to generate a larger community of people who are making things. I feel like we have such an imbalance in our culture between consumers and creators. And we have quite a lot of consumers and not enough creators. And so I think that's an important thing to keep in mind, especially around this time of year when handmade things might start to appear here and there. So, yeah. Crafting is a journey and everyone starts somewhere. All right, let's open some Advent boxes. We have 2 today, but I haven't spun anything yet. Like I haven't spun anything. This is still to spin, but I am going to be spinning later. I have a chunk of my afternoon reserved just for spinning. So we'll see. But I think I'm going to keep spinning this and then do whatever's in the box next. Otherwise, I'd have to get out another bobbin and start another bobbin. I don't want to do that. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. I reserve the right to change my mind. All right, we have 2 boxes, twice sheared sheep and hedgehog fibers. Both companies sent these boxes. There are links in the description. And now that we have the disclaimer over, let's see what we have today. All right. I'm dropping things. I should have known that would happen, because I did that already this morning. Anyway, the breast beam on my loom is not a table. I should know by now. All right, day 11. It's another one of these skinny ones. I never know what to expect when it's in one of these skinny boxes, because there's been all kinds of different things in these. And we have, it's a needle threader and it's the 3 bears. Cute. There they are. The whole theme of this one is, I know where to put this actually. Focus. The whole theme of this box is stories. And so each of the different boxes has things about different stories. And I'm just looking at Papa Bear. I like his hat. It's a good hat. All right, let's see what we have in hedgehog fibers. I tore up the box a little bit when I dropped it. So that's my fault. Don't blame hedgehog fibers. That's on me. All right, I think I fixed it. We're doing these every other day because there are 12 of them. And so we are on day 6. We are halfway through hedgehog fibers. Oh my gosh. We have to leave a few days at the end for plying though, so I think it's okay. We might get a little bit ahead of ourselves just so that we have a few extra days to get the plying done. We'll see. We'll see. Is it 6 or is it 90? Let's see what color we have today. Oh, pretty. Oh, that's very periwinkle. I love that. It has the blues and the purples and the mauves. Oh, that's pretty. It feels similar. I bet this is also merino alpaca. 67% merino and 33% alpaca. My fingers know. They know. That's how you can find the good stuff at the thrift store. Train your fingers, and then you can just walk and feel things, and you'll know the fiber content. Let's do a little spinning. Wrapping things up, I have a bunch of other stuff to show you. I found another unfinished project and I'm like, oh no. I was doing really well on top, keeping on top of things, and I was gonna have it all done and feel so proud of myself. It was actually well paced, and now I'm like, no! I'll show it to you. Not today, because we've done a lot of things today already and had a good discussion, I think. So look forward to that. And then a little shameless self-promotion. I do have a Patreon, and if you're interested, you can go check that out. I have different tiers. Everybody gets access to a bonus video each month, and there's a lot of bonus videos. So if you want to go watch a bunch extra stuff you can't find on YouTube, it's over there. I also do workshops every month, but this month I'm not doing a workshop. This evening on the 11th, Thursday evening, 6 o'clock Central Time, we are doing a Zoom make stuff and chat. It's just a hangout, get your Christmas projects done, Hanukkah projects, Yule projects, whatever projects you do, get them done, hang out, do a little spinning, and just chat together. So we're doing that Zoom tonight, and that is in place of the regular monthly workshop. And then we'll be back probably in January. So if you'd like to check that out, head over to my Patreon. The link is in the description. Other than that, friends, I wish you all spicy jelly, happy spinning, and Merry Vlogmas!